This is the Jasion EB5 Max electric bike. Key features jump out fast: a 1500-watt peak rear hub motor, a 48 15 amp-hour removable battery that's 720 hours of energy, 26 by 4.0-inch fat tires, a color LCD with cruise control and included fenders plus a rear rack. On paper, it screams power and all-terrain range. In my opinion, this bike aims straight at riders who value speed, stability, and utility over minimal weight and compact size. The look is rugged and purposeful. The high-carbon steel frame feels stout and overbuilt, with a max payload that encourages loading up the rack without worry. The price of that steel strength is weight. This bike is heavy, around 83 pounds. You feel that when you move it around a garage or try to lift it onto a hitch rack. The 26 by 4.0 tires define the stance. They're wide, with meaty tread that visually says grip first, questions later. The front fork has a lockout, so you can keep it soft off-road or make it firmer on pavement. Cables and wiring are reasonably tidy for a bike in this class. The color LCD looks modern, bright, and easy to read. The lights are larger than typical budget setups, and together with the fenders and rack, the whole package presents as a ready-to-ride build rather than a frame waiting for upgrades. Acceleration is the headline here. The 1500-watt peak motor pulls hard off the line and doesn't fade as the speed climbs. Hitting 28+ miles per hour on flat ground is very doable. On hills, the motor's torque keeps momentum where lower-powered bikes bog down. That said, mechanical disc brakes, 180mm rotors front and rear, handle a lot of stopping, but they don't have the light lever feel or fade resistance of hydraulic systems. If you're new to e-bikes, mechanical brakes use a cable, not fluid, and they can require more hand force and more frequent adjustment. They work, but this motor and weight are a big test for any brake. The 7-speed trigger shifter is basic and familiar. Under high power, shifts can feel clunky if you don't ease off for a split second. That's normal on hub motor e-bikes. A quick pause in pedal pressure helps the chain settle. The fork smooths washboard and curb hits well enough for an all-rounder. Lock it when you want more efficient pedaling on clean pavement. Let me break down some common terms for newcomers. Pedal assist means the motor helps only when you pedal, and you can choose how much assist from low to high. Throttle means you press a lever and the bike moves even if you're not pedaling. Cruise control holds a steady speed so you can relax your hand on long straight sections. To me, that's a welcome feature on wide bike paths or country roads. The display shows speed, battery, assist level, trip, and more in a color layout that's easy to glance at without taking your eyes off the road for too long. Battery performance depends on how you ride. The 720 watt-hour capacity is solid for this class. The brand rates up to 65 miles with pedal assist and up to 35 miles on throttle. That's best case with mellow riding. If you lean on higher assist modes, ride hilly terrain, or ride fast with those big tires, expect less. From my experience with fat tire e-bikes, the 4.0-inch rubber trades a bit of efficiency for comfort and traction. It rolls slower than a skinny tire, but calms down rough roads, gravel, sand, or light snow. Charging takes around 7 to 8 hours, which is pretty standard for a battery this size. Fit matters. This is a tall, high-step frame. In my opinion, riders around 5'9" and up will be most comfortable. If you're shorter, make sure you check standover height and seat post adjustment range before committing. The saddle and bars sit in a way that feels upright and confident. Great for visibility and control. But the bike's physical size is simply larger than average. One more practical note. The included rack and fenders bump up the daily usefulness a lot. The rack takes panniers or a trunk bag easily. The fenders do their job in rain and slush, keeping your back dry. For commuting or grocery runs, those two parts are not just nice-to-haves. Power to weight confidence. The motor changes how you think about terrain. Long grades feel shorter, and rolling trails turn into a fun, fast loop. It's perfect for riders who want to explore mixed surfaces without worrying if a hill will ruin the ride. The fat tires make bad roads feel normal. Potholes, gravel shoulders, and sandy patches that would unsettle a narrow tire bike are manageable here. In my opinion, the tires are the secret sauce for people who ride outside manicured bike lanes. The display and cruise control punch above the price. The color screen is clear in daylight, and cruise control reduces hand fatigue on longer stretches. Little details like that make everyday riding better. The battery is sized right. 720 watt-hours gives real flexibility. I can plan a full day of mixed riding without obsessing over the gauge, and the removable, lockable design is practical for apartment charging. The included parts make it feel complete. Fenders, lights, and a rear rack mean I don't have to go hunting for accessories to make it commute ready. From my experience with similar bikes, I also like that the fork has a lockout. On smooth roads, locking the fork reduces bobbing and makes the ride feel tighter and more efficient. There are trade-offs worth spelling out simply. The weight is significant. If you need to carry the bike upstairs or lift it onto a car rack often, plan on some effort. The brakes are functional but basic for a motor this strong. Upgrading to quality pads or even hydraulic calipers later might make sense if you're a heavier rider or you do long, fast descents. Reports from other owners suggest quality control can vary. In my opinion, it's smart to inspect the bike closely on day one, check torque on major bolts, true the wheels if needed, and confirm the battery and charger work as expected. Who is this for? I'd recommend this for riders who want raw power, big tire comfort, and a ready-to-haul setup without chasing add-ons. It's perfect for weekend trail exploring, beach paths, gravel connectors, and suburban or rural commutes where surfaces change and speed limits are friendly to fast e-bikes. If you're tall enough to fit it well and you don't mind a heavier frame, the riding experience feels secure and exciting. If you prioritize featherweight handling, super refined braking feel, or you live in a walk-up apartment, that weight might be a deal breaker. In my opinion, it also suits mechanically curious riders who like dialing in their bike, keeping cables adjusted, and inspecting parts now and then. The EB5 Max delivers big power, real range, and go-anywhere tires in a package that's built to haul and built to play. The motor gets you to 28+ miles per hour with authority, the 7 and 20 watt-hour battery keeps rides going, and the color display plus cruise control make day-to-day use straightforward. The compromises are just as clear. It's heavy, it ships with mechanical brakes, and the tall frame won't fit everyone. In my opinion, the value is strong if power and terrain versatility are your top priorities. From my experience with fat tire e-bikes, the comfort and confidence these tires bring are worth the slight hit to efficiency for many riders. I'd recommend this for taller riders who want a powerful little e-bike that's ready for mixed surfaces and practical errands right out of the box. In conclusion, if you can live with the weight and you fit the frame, the EB5 Max is a fun, capable machine that earns its spot with punchy acceleration, stable handling, and a thoughtful feature set. I will leave all the information about the Jasion EB5 Max electric bike for adults in the comments. I hope to see you again in the following videos.